everyone in the collective. I pray I found y'all in good energy. We are going to go ahead and call upon the ancestors of the highest form of light, and that could be white light, dark light, as long as they are high vibrational. And for my highest good, as well as the highest good of the collective, for those that are in the upright at heart, please remove any negative energy, including that which is of low vibrations, hexes, curses, spells, craft, voodoo, santeria, santa muerte, witchcraft, gree, evil eye, and all variations of such from my energetic field, including inside and outside, including this on my page here, my energetic field on my page, as well as the collective energetic field. Please protect our energetic bodies, including our light bodies and subtle bodies, for our highest good. Please bring me to a state of equilibrium and balance of the mind, body, soul, and spirit, connecting me with my highest self, which I say at this time, which will allow me to give out the messages to the collective as fluidly, as peacefully, as gracefully, and as I lost the words, as validly as possible. Ashe, so might it be. Please bring my energy to a state of gratitude and appreciation, and allow me to enter into the energy of and the essence of the divine flow where I am and I am not. Ashe, so might it be. So, collective, your girl is back. Had me a nice little break. We're gonna go ahead and get into the energetic read. Um, so there's a particular masculine. This could be a younger masculine. You could be a younger masculine here. You could be in your prime, 28 to 29, possibly 30 or 31 here. There is a feminine in your energy. I don't know if this is an older woman, this is a child's mother, this is an ex, I don't know. But the reason why I kind of feel like this could make it, it could be an aunt as well that played the role as your mother here, possibly an adoptive aunt here. But this woman is obsessed with your love life here. Like obsessed with your love life. I feel like that you have had to disconnect from this woman or even set boundaries with this woman. And this is causing this woman a lot of grief here. The reason why this woman is in a lot of grief, this woman could be a practitioner, a voodoo doctor here, voodoo priestess even. Um, what's Dea? Dea or Dela? Dea. This woman, she knows that whomever you're going into a connection with, like I said, she's obsessed with your love life. So whomever you're going into a connection with, you're meant to have a son with this woman. Okay. Um, you could have even went to a reader or a practitioner of some type that told you that if you didn't get rid of this woman is what caused you the loss of having potentially a very, very spiritually gifted and awakened, enlightened child here, a son here. A son is very significant here, because this woman would try to take you or this child out by any means necessary, because she doesn't want you to have peace and serenity and be whole here with a Queen of Wands energy. And she is brokenhearted because this Queen of Wands is in Nine of Pentacles energy already. So also this is like she could be like, this could be a woman where she kept you in this fight, in this fight or flight type of energy here with the Five of Wands here, by even breadcrumbing you. Let's say this is an aunt or a mother here, or even a grandmother. This could just be a significant woman in your life, a mentor or something. This woman could have like paid your way a lot here. You could have been very coddled as a child here, very well taken care of here. You could easily be in this woman's, have like some type of inheritance here from this woman. But this woman, if you're a part of an inheritance, that's what the way this woman was able to dangle money over your head here in order to keep you from to keep you in her arm's reach, or be able to be like a dictator over your life, who you dated, the people you surrounded yourself with, the type of jobs you worked, the type of things you wore, the way you spoke, your education, again, this woman could have had like a lot to say about that, and you allowed her to dictate because you could be a part of this woman's inheritance here. And anytime that you possibly wanted to walk away here, she could have always threatened to take you out of some type of inheritance, or cut you off from some type of inheritance or will here. Okay. Are we going to start off with the, yeah, and now there's a tower moment. And I feel like the tower moment is you standing up for yourself or even setting boundaries here, okay? Because on one side, you have two people here. You have two people that are following. This is a man and a woman here. So this could be a mother and a father dynamic here where, like I said, you could have been a very coddled child. They could have very well taken care of you. You could have had everything to your disposal here. But never what you really truly wanted, never what your heart really truly desired here, only what it is that they wanted, because you didn't want to be in jeopardy or put at stake you being taken out of this inheritance or will, like being cut off from some type of inheritance or something like that. Okay, there's a tower here, a major tower here. Okay, so let's see what the tower is. The tower is the shapeshifter, possibly. Or that somebody, like, these people can feel like you shapeshifted onto them, even shifted out of one timeline or this paradigm that they once had you in. And it's like you having the courage to step out on your own. And like, I feel like that because these people, because, you know, everything has a duality to it, a polarity to it here. So on one hand, you could have, like I said, been very well taken care of, silver spoon fed. And this is not me making fun of you. This is not me saying that. You could be an only child here and your parents took very good care of you, but they also dictated everything in your life, your education, the moves you made. You could be Army vet, military vet, Marine Corps, Air Force, anything like that here. But they dictated all these things in your life and even placed you in certain positions to have certain status here in life. Because that's what they wanted for you. But you walking away, it's like they stopped being able to dangle this money or the threat of disconnecting you or writing you out of a will or inheritance or something like that. They stopped being able to use that threat when you stood up for yourself, when you stepped into your fucking power. And I feel like that you were able to do this and draw boundaries with these people. And the moment that they tried to, that's the tower moment. The moment that they tried to say, well, we're going to take you out of the will of you go towards that woman, because I feel like that there is a woman involved that you are going towards, that you are thinking about having something serious with, even a child here. Maybe you foresaw or you were shown that you and this woman were meant to have come together and have some type of gifted awakened child here, very spiritually gifted here, very anointed here, very enlightened child. And this is what you really want, because you know, living a life of under a dictator's rule of thumb is just not ideal for you when you want to be a grown man or a woman and you want to do certain things, you know, have certain fun that these people don't feel like, you know, that's not fun or that's not how civilized people behave or something like that. They could talk like that here. And maybe the woman that you're going towards with that Nine of Pentacles energy, she could be somebody that has made it on her own here, that hasn't had anybody to support her or hasn't had hasn't been afforded or had the resources that you had at her disposal, but she still made it to a point. And maybe you see her life, it's kind of giving me the energy of like Richie Rich. If y'all remember that movie, that was my shit, y'all. But remember, like Richie Rich, he had everything to his disposal, but he really wanted friends, and he wanted regular friends, that how they had fun with the baseball, playing baseball, and how they got themselves dirty, and how every single part of their life was not like under scrutiny all the fucking time, and always dictated here. And even though his parents weren't like that, that's the background he came from. His butler was very much so like that. Like he was a very well kept kid, and he wanted to be a part of the kids of, you know, the regular kind of impoverished neighborhoods where they had to work and where they didn't know what it was like to have all these things, these resources available to them. And it's kind of giving me that type of energy. But in your sense, masculine, or this masculine sense, this is pertaining to a woman. She could be from a different side of the tracks that he is. The West Side Story could be significant. You guys could be of two colors, two cultures, two different ethnicities here, or just two completely different backgrounds altogether here. Okay. And the moment that you stepped into your power and you said to yourself, Y'all can no longer control me with trying to threaten me to take me out of this inheritance or write me out of the will, because even though y'all dictated my life and it was kind of miserable, y'all still lined me up to be able to be a strong enough man, stand on my own feet, my own 10 toes here. And y'all have lined me up and dictated my life in such a way where I've already made a name for myself in other ways. So even if I don't have your money or daddy's money or mommy's money, I still have every single thing that y'all dictated in my life, that I went after, that I accomplished, that I achieved. And I still have those things available to me. I accomplished them after all. You dictated it, but I accomplished it, right? So without your money, yeah, I'll have to work my way up, to, so to speak. But I'm already kind of like 80% there. I'm already kind of like 70% there. And with the woman that you're going towards, with her being in the 9 of Pentacles, she is like the completion, the other 30%. Not saying she's less than you, but she is the other 30% that you all would need to have an Ace of Pentacles or a 10 of Pentacles. You know what I mean? So, the secret garden. Okay. Holy Spirit, Divine Spirit, ancestors of my highest good. Let's get this thing to rocking. Your girl has been not doing lives for a couple days here. Very much so in hermit mode. I know people hate when I disappear like this, but you know, it's always necessary, collective. Always. I had to very much so reserve my energy. And plus with the snow and the ice, y'all don't know how bad I wanted to. I wish I had my truck that still had my truck that had that 4x4 in there, because I'll be out there gunning it, hitting donuts in the snow and every freaking thing here. The envious rival. Holy Spirit, Divine Spirit, give me one or two from this particular deck. And we have 3, collective. We have 3. So we have the Phoenix rise. The Phoenix's rise. What has been burned away, making space for something new. What transformation are you stepping into, masculine? I feel like you don't know, but you're sure of yourself. Like, you're sure of your ability to successfully achieve things. Because after all, they dictated you. They shaped you into, with that shapeshifter energy, they shaped you into being able to be not even conformative, but you can have a really, really, really good skill, almost to the point where it's supernaturally eerie here, of I'm hearing so many words. I'm hearing extreme integration here, but that's not the word I want to use. But being able to adapt here. You can have a very, very, very high adaptability. This could be like a spiritual gift, because it's almost like supremely eerie to people. It's almost like supernatural here, the way you have the ability to shape and mold yourself into, or even mesh yourself well into any environment here. Okay, you have a high adaptability rate. High, very, very, very high. Okay. And I feel like also with your person here, they could have that. Y'all could have that in common here. Very being able to adapt here. And so, like, if you came from a background, because collective, remember this: we don't want our person, our twin flame, or high level soulmate, whatever, how you want to call it. We don't want our person to be the same as us. Okay, we don't want our person to be the same as us. Where we would be weak, or where we would not have the strong suits, our person would be strong in those areas to help us build or strengthen our weaknesses. You see what I'm saying? I don't want somebody that's the same as me, where we may have certain characteristics or traits that are the same, like high adaptability here. My person, I could be a fire sign. My person could be a water sign. You know what I mean? I could be highly in tune with my emotions, being a fire sign, very passionate and stuff like that. But I could also be very unlevel or hot-headed at times, right? My person can be in tune with his emotions, but allowing himself to think logically over his emotions here, and not so quick to anger or have his temper or be swayed into a place of anger here, okay? So I don't want my person to be the same as me. I wouldn't want us to have the same drive here, the same characteristics and goals here, but I wouldn't want it to be the same all the way across the board, because then who would I have as the opposing or polarized force here that would help me to build my weaknesses, to strengthen my weaknesses, and I them? You know what I mean? So the dark forest is here. This is that dark night of the soul here with the Phoenix rising here. So where I may be weak, let's say two people come together where one person may be weak, and let's say their dark night of the soul is overspending with money, right? And let's say that their person is a king or queen of pentacles, okay? Somebody that makes really sound financial decisions here. It's not that is for me, for instance, it's not that I am weak. It's just that I have not been taught how to live financially responsible all the way across the board. I've had to learn these things on my own through trial and error, where there would be my weak suit, my person, the king of pentacles. However, they have made sound decisions when it comes to finances. That's not always the case. This is just an example, right? That comes off the top of my head. That person would be able to show me or shine light on the darkest parts of me, or my weak suits here, the things that I still need to overcome, by showing me different ways of tackling certain things, or even different ways of thinking of finances, right? I get a person who is financially irresponsible wasn't taught finances, right? So ultimately, the find any type of financial anything in that person's life would seem more so like an enemy. It would seem like a dark night of the soul. Somebody could be very reckless here with spending with their money here, and their person, they will be the type of person where they're not reckless here, but they know how to control certain situations when it comes to finances, even when they come together with somebody who is not financially responsible or even financially savvy. Let's just say that, right? So this person may be good in investments. This person may be good in stocks and bonds and trades and day traders, stuff like that, right? And they could give that person, the one that's not financially savvy, they could give them an introspection on a different way of looking at money to build a better relationship with money, as opposed to having an unsavory relationship here with money. Okay, just an example. The broken healer is here. Okay, so where two people may be very different opposing signs, they could be sister signs, they could be anything. Both of these people may have in common, even if they're from different sides of the tracks. Hi y'all, hi collective. Be sure to like and share and subscribe, whatever the case may be, you know. But thank y'all for tuning in and tapping in. It's been a couple days, so you know we got to get to it. The broken healer is here. So maybe even if these two people are from the different sides of the tracks, from different lifestyles, from different backgrounds, from different walks of life here, they both may have the comment. Both of their dark natures, both of their dark nights of the soul could include healing the broken heart, where they have healed everyone else. They are there to be the backbone for everyone else but themselves. They could have that in common here. That could be the possibility, okay? And they will both allow each other to have a rebirth after these dark nights of the souls that include them healing their heart. But this is something where they can only heal their heart together, okay? It's not that it's impossible to do without each other, but it's like two people being made to heal the deepest, darkest parts of heartache or heartache trauma wounds or anything like that, okay? That dark night of the soul here, okay? So this is a tower to this person's mother and father, aunt, uncle, two people that helped raise the person, okay? It's like they raised this person with money. They gave them everything that they wanted, but what it is that they needed, which is the healing of possible heartache, heart wounds and stuff. These are the type of people that throw money at heartache, that they throw money at trauma, they throw money at pain. Okay, that doesn't heal it or make it go away here. It just gives you something that is a distracting factor here. Okay, but never healing that particular thing, never allowing somebody to tap into what it is that ails them. Okay, so we have The moon energy, the Queen of Swords, and the Seven of Wands. So these people could have picked out a Queen of Swords for this masculine here to be with. When really this masculine is coming to the realization, Three of Cups. So these parents or this mother or whomever this is that is obsessed with this masculine's life, like I said, they dictated his life. They could have even dictated who he dealt with. They could have picked the Queen of Swords for him that could be like from the same background. Maybe their families intermingle or mesh together. They go to the same events, charity events and stuff. This masculine, but this Queen of Swords, this Queen of Swords was very damaging here to this masculine. This Queen of Swords was a hidden enemy to this masculine. This Queen of Swords was a hidden she would be like, if this masculine was already brokenhearted or suffering from some type of heartache here, this Queen of Swords would have like hidden tendencies to fuck with or pick on those broken pieces, like chip away at this already broken heart or shattered or fractured heart here of this masculine, but would do it behind closed doors here, right? Because she knew ultimately this masculine's family, even if he wanted to leave her, the money was tied in together. They had already picked her to be his suitor consortium, is what I'm hearing here, when really that he needed protection from this woman here. And anytime that this masculine would try to address issues with this Queen of Swords here, she has the hidden tendency to get very defensive here, okay? Which shows a lot of guilt here. A lot of secrets have come out about this Queen of Swords here concerning this masculine energy. A lot, and she is very defensive about it, okay? And this is like the type of woman where she may be born into a family where she throws money at stuff. But to her, she's okay with that, you know? Yeah, Three of Cups and Five of Cups and the Nine of Swords. This woman also could have mental deficiencies or ailments here. And she's just crazy behind closed doors. This masculine possibly really had to protect himself from this woman behind closed doors. But yep, they had picked this woman for him. Okay. They felt like that she was going to be connection with her, or the marriage between her and this masculine was going to allow two families to marry their monies together, their resources here, even their businesses here. Yep, for Ace of Pentacles. I feel like that these families with that moon energy, they knew that this Queen of Swords was like this for this masculine. They knew that she wasn't any good for this masculine, but they didn't care. They just cared about the generational wealth, resources, fortune, abundance here, continuing here. They didn't care that this woman could have been very abusive behind closed doors here. They knew this. They knew this. They knew this. And this woman could have cheated a lot. Yep, Ace of Swords. That Knight of Wands with the Ace of Swords and then that Ace of Pentacles. She could have cheated a lot, but it was like, like I said, they kept throwing money at it, or she kept throwing money at, like, cheat on a masculine and do him wrong and then mistreat him and stuff, and then throw money at him or something like that. But of course, it's like he learned to become numb to this type of behavior, this type of behavioral patterns and stuff from this woman, because he dealt with this from his parents here. His parents could be very, very like loose lip sync ships. Like they very, very foul at the mouth here. They could have talked real down and belittled this masculine a lot here. There's something here about giving of a home, a giving of stability with the Sun. Somebody wants to give somebody a home here, a son. Six of Pentacles. He could have a son with this Queen of Swords. There could be a custody battle. I don't know. He could be a King of Cups here. This masculine could be a King of Cups. Yeah. Page of Swords. Yep. Page of Swords, Ten of Pentacles. Okay. With the Seven of fucking Cups here. Okay. There was some type of, it's like people in this person's background, in their environment, in their group here, in their family home here, that they only cared about what looked good to the family here with the Seven of Cups, the Ten of Pentacles, the Page of Swords. They only cared how the family looked, how the family money looked, how the family money was going to be looking in the future. They didn't care about what was going on behind closed doors. They were willing to throw money at it and paint whatever illusions that they needed to in order to make sure that they saw their fortune go in the direction that they wanted it to, okay? And it's masculine, a whole Temperance, Earth Angel. With that moon energy and the Seven of Cups, man, listen. It was a lot of, this masculine was very unhappy with this woman. But it's like put it on the image for the public here. Because it's Queen of Pentacles, not Queen of Pentacles, but this Queen of Swords very well much so could come from money. Okay? With that Ten of Pentacles falling under her, she could come from money here. But it's like these people even could have even witnessed this woman being verbally or physically abusive to this masculine here, and they just kept it on a hush hush. They could have even made him think or told him that, like, this is like, take one for the team, do it for the family. You're already with this person. You've already been with this person here. But this being with this person had this masculine in total darkness here. Also, there could be something about a paternity of a son here. But that sun energy in the reverses is giving me darkness to the high priestess here, okay? This masculine wasn't allowed to see his true potential here because he was so, his mind was so distorted and polluted here with the money and with the abuse here and with what everybody else was witnessing, that they knew what was going on, but they like to turn a blind eye here, okay, and pretend like it wasn't happening here. Just erase it with money, with that moon and Seven of Cups energy here. And we got the sun in the reverse and the high priestess. Yeah, and the hermit and the Ten of Swords. I'm telling you, these people knew that this woman was bonkers, okay? But all they cared about was what they were going to receive in the balance of him being destroyed here. I seen that Ten of Swords here. Yeah. So they even paid for magic on this masculine. Somebody family is secret practitioners. Ten of Swords. Somebody family is secret practitioners. Somebody in somebody's family, both of their families, one of their families could be like a seer here. Okay. People with money, they have seers. They consort with spiritualists here. They consort with witch doctors. They consort with all kinds of fucking people when it comes to their money and investments here. Somebody was very much so aware that this Queen of Swords was off her freaking rocker here. But it's like even if a practitioner or somebody, a tarot card reader, a spiritualist, a seer told these people this, they didn't care. They was like, well, what the money gonna look like? Like, yeah, he getting his ass whooped. Yeah, she probably cutting him up, fucking him up in the background or behind closed doors. But people don't see that. As long as they look a certain way, what is the money gonna end up looking like if these two stay together? I don't feel like that this practitioner told these people that the money was going to last here, because I see something happening with finances here. That these people could have took a real big hit here, or they could have found out that this masculine was not meant to end up with this woman and was meant to end up with another woman. But the other woman is not a Queen of Swords, Ten of Pentacles. The other woman that he's meant to be with is a Nine of Pentacles. Y'all see what I'm saying? She's a Nine of Pentacles all on her own here. This Queen of Swords is a Ten of Pentacles in her family's right, okay, or lights here. Okay, this masculine could be a Ten of Pentacles, but his family's right. But the Nine of Pentacles, the woman that this masculine is meant to be with, she's a Nine of Pentacles on her own, mind you. Okay, but they didn't care if it took this masculine being unalive during this relationship, connection, or marriage here. They didn't care about that. They just cared about the Ten of Pentacles. Okay, they just cared about keeping the Ten of Pentacles or keeping connection with. I cannot make the Three of Pentacles. They just cared about the building of this Ten of Pentacles here. Even if they lost this masculine, and if this is an only son or only child here, these people are terrible. Ace of Swords truth here, okay? They only cared about what the family wealth would look like, or how it would continue, or how they would get a return on their investment here. They didn't care if this woman, if it was a potential hazard of this woman taking this masculine out, because I feel like that this woman is off her fucking rocker. I'm just telling you like that. Queen of Cups, okay? This could be the mother energy here. Yeah, they was cool with resting on the fact. Oh, okay. I was going to say, never mind. So a Queen of Cups had been praying to God on the downfall or sacrifice of a Queen of Wands. This is Nine of Pentacles energy. This masculine could be a Queen of Cups, and this his person, his divine feminine, his real divine feminine, could be a Queen of Wands here. Give me more on this Queen of Cups. Child. The Three of Wands. Somebody, I'm telling you, somebody, if this is, whoever this Queen of Cups is, this is either his mother or this is this Queen of Swords mother. Somebody is a seer here. They can see into the future. They can see into the future. Okay? Or this could be like a grandmother. This Queen of Cups here could be like a grandmother. But nah, it's third party lover. So it's the Queen of Swords mother here. That's a seer. Who has made a lot of money, who has made a way. And even the Queen of Swords, their family fortune could have came from a lot of foresight that a Queen of Cups gave to the family. This could be like the Queen of Swords grandmother or mother here, or even aunt. But I'm picking up on heavy like mother, grandmother energy that can see into the future. That allowed for this Queen of Swords family to obtain this Ten of Pentacles here. Okay? Ace of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles, the Chariot. I'm telling you. It's like having a very wealthy family, having a seer or part of their family that was able to help them strategically plan and even make money moves here that ultimately got them some type of generational wealth. Ten of Pentacles here. And then you had another family who came from money or had money on their own here, and they married like their son and the daughter, or the granddaughter and the son, or something like that. You not in the same family, but you know, cross families collective. Don't be weird. Don't be weird. So, oh Lord, it's just still right here. And this was all for money, but this masculine is wanting to take a leap of faith here and go towards somebody else. Okay, somebody else that brings out his heart space here, who makes him feel whole, who he has real romantic feelings for, right? And he feels like, in his eyes, he feels like this other person is the Ace of Pentacles that he wants to share with, or even share building the wealth of, who he wants to go towards, okay? And these people do not like that. Somebody does not like that, especially this masculine's mother. I feel like that I don't want to tell y'all what I feel like. I feel like this masculine's father is under heavy spell work. I'm telling you, like heavy spell work. Like heavy spell work by the mother. This masculine's mother. Tower. Tower is him walking away. He set strong boundaries and walked away from this shit. Yeah, because he used his intuition. He stepped into his power and used his intuition that how they knew what his connection was like with this Queen of Swords, but they didn't care. They wanted him to sit up and withstand the bullshit ass offers or whatever it was that he was getting from this Queen of Swords, all for their money here. You know, they could have even been sending, the father could have even been sending women, multiple different younger women here towards this masculine when they learned that he wanted to walk away from this Queen of Swords or disconnect from that connection entirely. The father could have been paying multiple younger feminine energies to come towards this masculine, and this masculine became aware of that and walked away. That was like the straw that broke the camel's hump here. Wow. Hey, I don't care if you come from wealth. I don't care if you come from a cardboard box. These karmic families are every fucking where. I mean, they'll do anything in whatever respect. When you think that you coming from money will make your family better, it does not, because them families be as karmic as anybody family that came from the fucking projects here. Okay? Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay. Because I'm going to show y'all what spirits say. Freaking A. They just don't want me to pick that up. Spirits say a healer can come from nothingness. A healer can come from lack. Healers, God don't pick and choose like, nope, they got money, no healer for their family. Like, no, because maybe this masculine was meant to break a generational curse off his bloodline, where the generational curse was always putting money over morals, over principles, over values here, over what is godly right. Okay. That was his, that could have been his generational curse meant to break. And maybe this woman that is his actual divine feminine is a healer that comes from nothingness, and her healing ability to break a generational curse off was from poverty or from lack, that people that will do dog ass shit for lack thereof money. Okay. Where on his side of the family, people would do dog ass shit for more money. You see what I'm saying? These two people are from completely different worlds here, but they serve the same purpose: to heal generational, to heal financial generational curses off their bloodlines. Yeah. Okay. By awakening to their true destinies, their purpose here, and being able to move forward in an equal give and take here. Because I don't feel like just because somebody don't come from money doesn't mean, and I gave that example, that was a bad example now that we're talking about money, collective, but just because somebody doesn't come from money doesn't mean they don't know what to do with money. Okay. Because if this person, let's say the person not coming from money, that Nine of Pentacles, Queen of Wands energy has not had all of the money that this masculine was given or awarded, afforded to in her life, his life, her life. I don't know. But anyways, that doesn't mean that with her being the healing ability being instilled in her, she could have did something completely different from what her family did. She probably didn't make terrible decisions with her money. She probably kept up with her credit. She probably bought and invested in shit in her home and her land and her credit and stuff like that. But she had karmic family members that didn't want her to break that generational curse and be the first one, or let alone be the first millionaire or the first successful independent entrepreneur in their fucking family, right? And so maybe she had a karmic family that did things to keep her in lack, keep her in poverty, make her continuously lose things here. And maybe that her karmic family was in cahoots, because if they have lack of money, they'll do anything for money, right? And if this masculine comes from a family that will do anything to keep their money, no matter who they had to take out or destroy in the balance, they could have been in cahoots with this feminine's karmic family, and they could have been paying the feminine's karmic family, money to keep the feminine in lack, so the masculine would never go towards her and think she would always be a bad decision or bad investment. Okay. Just my thoughts. Just my thoughts here, collective. Just my thoughts. Nonetheless, the commonality here will be two broken-hearted healers. Two different sides of the tracks. Two different worlds here. Both of their dark nights, both of their lessons is to heal their hearts. Make it through this dark night of the soul to heal their hearts and have a rebirth, okay? It don't look like in this situation, God said this person with money, they'll be, because if this masculine, if money helped you heal, God would have gave this masculine, would have gave this masculine instruction spiritual downloads and knowledge here on how to take his money and use it to buy him healing. So when people like to say like God's chosen, they, it reminds me of the story with Jesus and the synagogue and all of them, the fake ass phony religious factions and shit. And they looked at Jesus and they ridiculed him and they went after him for many reasons. But one of the things that they looked at, God has bags on this is how God dresses his people and all these riches and all this glory here. You know what I mean? And Jesus had on a motherfucking a bed sheet wrapped up like a toga. Is that what it's called? A toga? A toga. Okay? With some ruddy ass sandals. Didn't change the fact that he was a healer. Didn't change the fact that God chose him. God don't look at pockets. God don't look at bank accounts. God don't look at looks. God looks at the inside. And on the inside, God sees two broken healers here. They can heal each other from two different sides of the tracks. They can come together, help heal each other, and help each other overcome this dark night of the soul, which is broken heart, trauma here of the heart space. Okay. So that's for somebody. Somebody needs to hear that. So I do feel like that these the karmic the I want to say karmic feminine. This Queen of Swords, her family, the karmic feminine, money with family, come from a family with money. They were working in cahoots with this masculine's family to pay the divine feminine's poor ass family or impoverished mindset family money to keep them two apart. And that means by any means necessary. But this is the crazy part. These families, at least this masculine family, knew. They knew he was a fucking earth angel. They knew that the abundance that they got, however they got it, they knew that the only reason why it continued to prosper and continue to magnify into Ace of Pentacles was from his energy. And even if you don't look at it like this, I'm going to show you something else. This divine feminine, same thing. And it's like, well, how? Because her family came from lack. No. Her energy of being who she is attracted this masculine's family to pay them in Ace of Pentacles to keep her and this masculine, there you go, away from each other. That's the abundance. If y'all don't look at it that way, that's another way that abundance is manifested. Even if your family is in a state of lack or poverty or hasn't had the best finances here, how they manifest abundance off of the earth angel, the healer of the family, this would be one of the ways. They take payments from people to attack or sever ties of two earth angels or somebody's gifts here. That's how. That's how. This King of Cups. And they were willing to sacrifice this King of Cups by any means necessary when it came to their money. Man, bro, with the magic. Oh, okay. Well, damn. And it's right back there. Tower. Okay. King of Wands. Yep. So this masculine could be like fire, water. Okay. Heavy water energy. This masculine could be like a... He could have heavy like Cancer or Piscean Venus. He could have like a Venus in Cancer or Pisces here. Heavy Pisces right here as well. Earth energy, Virgo, introspection here. Seeing something for what it is, not as you would have it or not as you would want to perceive it as. Also here. But that's because this masculine operated out of the heart space here. Okay. His north node could be in like Cancer or Pisces here, or possibly even Virgo. Yeah. His north node is in a water sign, like Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. Here we did see King of Cups here. His north node is in like a water sign or something. It could be, or his Venus could be like Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. Yeah. He walked away from this family and called judgment when he realized that they were blocking him for what it is that he was truly meant to do. From moving on to peaceful, calmer waters here, that could be the healing of, right? To work or even go after his passions here and work on a skill set here. He even wanted to he wanted to build a skill set here, something that's like a natural talent, but he wanted to go and pursue a career here in a field here where he was naturally gifted or is naturally gifted or talented here. And they were trying to block him from doing that here. He don't like that shit. I feel like that if the love was one thing, I feel like that when these people fuck with this masculine from going into, it's like a masculine growing up and being groomed into everything that his parents want him to be in order to bring family money and keep money going, right? Keep money coming in and flowing. But the moment that he got old enough where he wanted to step out, venture out on his own and go after something like a passion of his, this is something that he is naturally skilled and gifted at. The moment that he tried to do that, these people tried to breadcrumb his ass with that fucking writing him out of the will, the family fortune, the family business here, because he wanted to pursue his heart's desires here. And I believe that was the awakening factor to this masculine. And then that allowed him to see something about this Queen of Swords that he was with, but also about another woman. How? Give me more on that High Priestess energy. 4450. Okay. Give me more on that High Priestess energy with that King of Wands, King of Cups. And I mean, when the High Priestess come out with the Ace of Cups, you hear me? Ace of Cups, High Priestess here. This is somebody that is, they operate out of their heart space, even if it's broken here. They operate out of their heart space heavily. This is a very heartfelt person. Whatever they feel deeply or strongly about, they can intuitively see. Remember I said that this masculine has like almost like the supernatural ability to adapt to things here. Whatever wherever his heart leads him, this masculine almost has like it's a supernatural skill or ability here to make himself amenable to whatever situation. If his heart feel it, the rest of him gonna follow here. He is led by his heart space here. This masculine is led to make intuitive decisions and use his discernment through his heart space here. So whatever that is, whatever his heart's desire is, and I feel like that it was his career path. It was something that this masculine really liked to do. This masculine want to be like a starving artist with the death card here. Like, not even a starving artist. It's like artists, but they... You know, this family don't do that. They do like doctors, lawyers, you know, military, that things where you get Purple Hearts and high honor and you get paid for certain things. This masculine could have been in special ops. It could be anything like this, like taking on the family business, but that's not where his heart was at. Wherever his heart was, it was something that his family was not willing to support him in. And that was a fucking problem for this masculine here. When they killed this masculine's passion, or they kicked this masculine's passion, or even turned or frowned up at this masculine's heart desires after doing everything they wanted to do, that did something to this masculine. But it awakened him in such a way where he was like, nah, these people don't love me. They don't want the fucking best for me. And it made him see this Queen of Swords for who she really was too. Oh, okay. I mean, it made, you know, It made him see this Queen of Swords for who she truly is. Not just his parents, but this Queen of Swords too. And I think he figured maybe this masculine was groomed to believe growing up that this is how marriage was, this is how relationships are, and you just dealt with it. And eventually you stay with a person long enough, y'all learn to love or tolerate. Because I feel like that these people replace love with the word tolerance here, or the feeling of here. They replace that shit with tolerance. And I feel like that this masculine realized this is not love. People that love me would support me in whatever. If I did everything that they wanted me to do here, I made the money. I kept the money going. I made smart decisions here. I ain't been a fuck up here. And now I finally want to do something that I love here, that I'm really, really, really passionate about. Like everything inside of the fiber of my being, my heart wants this. And these people don't want me to do it here. They try to block me from it. These people don't love me. And if they don't love me, the person that they connected me to, that I'm in a relationship with, don't love me either. So he started absorbing, Lord. This Queen of Swords could be a narcissist. He could be the empath. She could be the narcissist. That could be this type of paradigm. He starts observing this Queen of Swords behaviorisms and stuff. And he starts seeing her for who she truly was. Devil. Connected to the devil. Like, this is not, you know. And he called judgment on these motherfuckers for blocking him. I cannot make this shit up. What's this? For blocking him from walking away to pursue his dreams. Called judgment on these people. On his family, bro. I cannot make it up. On his family. I'm telling you, listen. When I say willing to do anything to keep that fortune going, anything. Yep. But he walked away. He had the courage to stand on his own and walk away and overcome whatever this is. Yep. Overcome them trying to hang this shit. I cannot make this shit up. Hang over this masculine's head that they were going to write him out of a will, out of the family fortune here. Because what he wanted to pursue. what he loved. And I feel like this is before he even gets to his divine feminine. He like, oh, okay, I'll move on to calmer waters. With y'all deceptive ass. He realized this. He realized these people were never going to, they never had his best interests at heart. I don't care how much money they threw at shit or how much they gave this masculine. So, magic. There's a transformation that happened here. Magic. 4 wands here. Somebody, man, listen. Somebody family got a, I ain't even trying to be like that, but bro. Somebody family got a funeral business. I've been trying not to, it's like one of these families could run a funeral business. The other family could run like a church. And when I say they were banking off of this shit, somebody family got a, man, listen. Yeah, look, this is a business. This is stability. This can mean a house, a home. This can mean twin flames. It can mean stability. But this is a business here with this magician and this 9 of wands here. Somebody family runs a fucking funeral service here where people I'm telling you, grieving funeral service. I'm telling you, with that magician, that 9 of wands, somebody family, and then 9 of swords here and the deception here. These people, oh, fucking A, bro. I ain't getting that deep into that. We're 51 minutes in because y'all know I get no C. These people could have been even orchestrating people's unaliving here with magic. Having the service at one of the family's church and having the funeral providers with the other side of the family. Either way, both of them was banking. Because mind you, at one point in time in our life, people that didn't just fucking die like they dying today, collective. People are dying at a scary ass rate. Scary. These people could have been orchestrating shit to unalive people, bro. Know how much a funeral service costs? If anybody don't know, go look it up. And we know there's been some dog ass shit that's been found out about these funeral homes not really cremating people's family. People going to dig their family members up from graves. I mean, God rest their souls in peace and love and light. Ashe. Going to dig their family members' bodies up. The casket not there and the body not there. Selling their, man, bro, listen. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, listen. Oh, okay. Rest in peace, devil, king of pentacles. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. I'm mind my business. So we're just going to leave that alone. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. And then look what came right back out. That's why they didn't want this masculine with this woman. Because they were together. They would have healed each other. Okay? They would have healed each other's sight and perspective. Okay? And they would have found out about the family business. Yeah, no, they would have found out. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Child. Collective. My ancestors be giving me the craziest reads. It's not really fun, collective. In my last live, I was talking about people wanting to claim the title. I'm a seer. I'm a spiritualist. I'm a chosen one. I'm a starseed. Like, bro, you don't know what that means. That means if you're like me, if you're like you, collective, whatever your spiritual gift is, people want to unalive me for this. Every day I have to accept the fact, and I'm gonna be honest, I ain't trying to scare nobody. I have to accept the fucking fact that people are willing to unalive me for what it is that God allows me to see into. That's a fucking flex for people. Like, nah, bro, you don't want that. Yeah. These people, listen. The 3 of Pentacles with the Ace of Swords. With the 5 of Swords. These people was orchestrating Knight of Pentacles and then waiting on the fucking results. Doing magic on people. I don't know if these were people close to them here. Older gentlemen here. People in nursing homes. People that had wheels. People that had fortunes here. They had some dirty shit going on. And they were stealing people wheels here. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. And all these people can think about, I cannot make it up. How this masculine has been patiently waiting to go towards his empress. I cannot make it up. Go towards his fucking empress here. He's been patiently waiting. He has done everything that they asked him to do. Let's say they gave him a way out, like, oh, if you stay married to this person for this long, you'll get your portion of the inheritance here. But they ain't planning on that ever happening here. They plan on unaliving this masculine or this feminine or both of them before they even came into connection with each other. And he waited patiently long enough. I feel like the time has come and gone here. With the Five of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles, the time has come and gone where they were supposed to dissolve or give him his portion of the inheritance here. And that made this masculine also fucking walk away. Because he had found or came into connection with his empress. Somebody that he sees peace with. Somebody that he sees forever with. Where he can see calm and having... This is like resetting the vagus nerve system type of shit, right? And his divine feminine beautiful. That's what I'm saying. And they tried to motherfucking put it off longer. They tried to disconnect him or I don't know what the word is. Is it disown him from the inheritance? Like trying to disown him. I can't make it up. I can't make it up. I can't make it up with the King of Pentacles. I cannot. Yeah. Because they know that even if he disconnected from them or they allowed him or gave him this money, them two coming together, the broken healers, would no longer be broken. They would heal each other. Okay. The dark forest, the dark night of the soul here, Hermit energy, Virgo energy, and the Phoenix rising, death and rebirth from the ashes here. You see what I'm saying? And they knew that they would pose as a potential threat here. Yeah. Yeah. This masculine family, dog. I mean, they was unaliving people. They was unaliving people. They was in cahoots with people's other outside people's families. Okay? Who had older men and women who had fortunes, wills, trusts, estates. And they would work with these outside families and do magic and unalive these people. You hear me? This masculine family, they could be the funeral takers. They could be the church where the funeral was held. And then the Queen of Swords family, they were the other. Not only that, all this money they was paying the divine feminine's karmic ass family to keep her in dissolution, in lack. Never being able to reach her full potential, never having what it is that she needs, the necessities in life in order for her to reach her full potential. But that still wouldn't have stopped shit. That still wouldn't have stopped shit. Man, I cannot make this up. Ten of Swords, look what's behind it. Ten of Cups. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. The Star of the Lovers, the Broken Healers, Ace of Pentacles. And they would have been rewarded handsomely. Oh, okay. Temperance. For coming together. Like this would have been, that shit that they had would have been small potatoes. And I really feel like that if this feminine, divine feminine, and this divine masculine would have came together, they would have put their energy together, which means they would have been pulling their energy back from these families, and the families would have lost that money anyways. Their Ten of Pentacles wouldn't have went nowhere. There's the King of Cups here and a Seven of Pentacles. 7 of them 10 Pentacles would have went right along with this King of Cups when he connected to this divine feminine, stepped into his power, and healed. And the rest would come from her. Child. Ooh-wee. So yeah, they sent people from his past here. If he was like in player energy before this Queen of Swords or while this Queen of Swords, they sent people from his past here. Younger feminines here who would do anything here, who would do anything for this masculine. He could be like a real Romeo type here, but they only was trying to take this masculine out or take him off his path here. To keep him from never coming into connection with the divine feminine. There's a 9 of swords here. The 7 of swords and the 5 of wands is right here. Like 2 of cups. 7 of swords, 5 of wands, 2 of cups as I split the fucking deck here. So, do y'all want to give me the end result for this connection? What will be, or shall we just wait and see part 2 here? Chariot, forward movement. Somebody could have moved here out of their parents' estate, house, home, parents' extra property here, the star. There will be forward movement with these two coming together and healing. Oh, okay. What? The chariot, the star energy. What else? The sun energy. What else? The emperor energy. What else? And the 7 of pentacles going right along with him, like I said. What else? And this is going to be fucking... Hold on. He don't feel whole without his divine feminine. He's ready to invest in himself, but so that he can invest in a connection with his divine feminine, because he don't feel whole. And I cannot, bro, this shit keep coming out. It came out right here. These people have been sending women from this man's past towards him. I cannot make 6 of cups, 8 of wands. Look. Where is it? Oh, well, they got mixed up, but shit, it was in here somewhere. Yeah. It don't fucking matter. 8 of wands to the devil. Shit, it's still right there. Where that 6 of cups at? I don't know where the 6 of cups went, y'all, but that's what I just pulled out. But yeah, they've been sending feminine energies from this masculine's past towards him. To try and interfere with this whole Ace of Pentacles here that he gonna obtain when he comes together with his divine feminine. Give me the end result for the masculine and the feminine. Divine masculine, divine feminine. End result. No, we don't care about the Queen of Swords. We don't care. Because she's a psychopath. There's something that's going to have to be dealt with. We can't tiptoe around that, but... Nine of Wands. Divine masculine, divine feminine. Resilience. Close to succeed. Persistence and fatigue. They both tired, but they keep moving forward here. Queen of Pentacles. And this woman is going, his divine feminine is doing her own thing. He doing his own thing. He is 7 of Pentacles Emperor. She is Queen of Pentacles Ace of Cups here. She's healing her heart here to the best of her ability, which is also bringing her into this level of abundance from 9 of Pentacles to Queen of Pentacles here. But also when these two come together in harmony here of the heart spaces here, okay? She will become a Queen of Pentacles, not just by his money, but from her own fortune here. And there will be freeing of these devilish contracts, freeing from these devilish karmic ass family members. And he gonna be a King of Pentacles, bro. Like what? Like what? 3 of Wands. Something to look forward to for these two to look forward to. And there's a competition, a King of Swords that want a love situation or that want a connection with this divine feminine. Because of her fortune and equal give and take. Bro, man, this King of... who is this King of Swords, bro? Related to the Queen of Swords. This could be a brother of hers. They both could be air signs. One could be a Gemini and one could be an Aries Libra. Somebody sending in a King of Swords to compete for this divine feminine's hand in marriage with the Lovers and the 4 of Wands here, because they know that abundance comes with her. With equal give and take, 6 of Pentacles. With like everything, if they connected to her, they connected to everything that she connected to, that her wheel of fortune is. You see what I'm saying? This fake ass King of Swords that's coming in with old Page of Cups ass offer and shit. Yeah, thinking he can sleep with the King of Cups. Passion, High Priestess. Like, bro, like... I don't think nobody want to get in the way of this King of Cups energy. High Priestess, Three of Pentacles, because he is connected or contracted with some very, very, very people that that'll split a motherfucker in half with that Two of Cups in the reverse. Okay, we're not gonna get all into his business about his wish fulfillment. His Three of Cups. Oh, okay. That he been waiting patiently on, Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, they're gonna have to defend and protect themselves because this King of Cups is not playing. Whoever this King of Swords is, he better make a wise decision. That's all I got to say. Yeah, because this King of Cups will end this motherfucker. I don't know what I'm picking up on. The Tower. Oh, okay. The Magician. Oh, okay. Huh. Two of Wands. Planning and waiting. Oh, shit. The Death. About his Empress. Listen. Okay, collective. That's all I have for now. We know we're not going to go too deep into that. I'm trying to keep my lives under a certain limit. Y'all not gonna talk for 40 days and 40 nights looking ass. Um, but I appreciate y'all collective for tuning in and tapping in. Be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. As always, constructive criticism, any type of feedback in the comments will always help. And y'all continue to come back. I love y'all for tuning in and tapping in. I'm gonna release y'all energies back to y'all, and may they go back to their respective places with love and light and protection and guidance here. And I will see you guys on the next one as I call my energy and my power back, and I close all doors, windows, portals, cracks, and crevices to and from my energy. I'll show you some of the beat, and so it is. I will see you guys on the next one, collective. Peace.